What's up YouTube? I'm Josh Newland. In this video, I'm going to explain why you should be doing the Ronaldinho drill and drills like it.
Josh Newland, keeping an attempt on goal from happening.
Alright boys.
Alright, so this video is going to be something a little different than usual. Just me sort of giving an opinion, educated opinion, about individual training and specific drills and kinds of drills that I think you should and shouldn't be doing, and also when those are useful. So before I weigh in with my opinion, I am a college soccer player. I play Division III college soccer. I played this summer, I was playing a bit of semi-pro with some really good players, and I want to be a coach myself. So, you know, I'm not the expert, the authority on this issue. I know there's a lot of high-level players and coaches that would agree with me. You know, I think of Matt Sheldon that does drills similar to what I'm talking about here. But I hope this just kind of sparks your thinking, and hopefully it'll just make you think more creatively and about your training, especially your individual training. So first of all, as the title suggests, the Ronaldinho drill. Now, if you don't know what the Ronaldinho drill is, basically it's a dribbling drill. You just set up a bunch of cones, preferably mini cones, in a somewhat random pattern, kind of just like landmines. And you just need those cones set up, and then just a ball at your feet, and you can just dribble through it. And whatever pattern you like, you can do a bunch of soul rolls, croqueta, elasticos, whatever in between the cones. It's just kind of a freestyle thing, and there's many different ways you can use it. You could do the Ronaldinho drill and you go through a certain pattern and go a certain direction after, then go into a shot or a pass, or you could just do 30-second rounds of just dribbling back and forth in between it as quick as you can, take a breath, go at it again. But either way, when you're doing the drill, it is just freestyle dribbling through the cones, however you want to do it. And the reason I think this drill and drills like it are really useful is because so much of soccer, football, is instinct, and you have freedom to be creative, but you need to know how to use that creativity. And I think there's a time and place for drills like this, where you're just freestyling, and there's also a time and place for similar dribbling drills where you just force yourself to use the outside of your foot and cut in and then cut out, and cut in and then cut out, and go through a certain pattern. I think they're both useful. I think for drills like I just mentioned, where you already have a plan and you're gonna go, I'm gonna use this part of my foot, I'm gonna do this pattern, I'm gonna do exactly this movement, that is good for working on things like your weaknesses, because you're forcing yourself to work on it and you're intentionally thinking about it. Whereas drills like the Ronaldinho drill, I think are useful because just like in the game, you have the freedom to dribble, and in the game you're not really thinking, I'm gonna use this part of my foot, then that part, then this part, then that part, and dribble this way, that way. You're just thinking, I gotta beat this man. And you're just coming up with a move on the fly. So I try and mix up my training, so I have a mix of both. My weaknesses, the things, techniques, certain things that I really want to improve on, then I will intentionally go, okay, I'm gonna toss the ball against the wall, I'm gonna try and trap the ball using this part of my foot. And I also like to have drills where I might have something like the Ronaldinho drill, just dribble as quick as you can, trying to not mess up. Or I might still have a pattern of dribble through this way, then that way, this way, that way, but I don't make it so I have to, use the inside of my foot only. I'll go, I'm just gonna dribble in between as quick as I can. I think both are useful. There's, when I'm trying to build habits, if there's two walls, like I'm in the racquetball court, I'll pass off one, check my shoulder a couple times, use the inside of my foot, open up my hips, try and pass with my right foot, then do the same on the opposite side. And then at the end sometimes, I like to just challenge myself. Just pass as quick as you can between the walls with one touch in between, and you don't have to pick your head up. You don't have to use any certain part of your foot, but just go as quick as you can back and forth. I think both of those are really useful. I just hope this helps you guys think about this when you're training, to be intentional, and to think about things like, in the game, yeah, I'm just relying on my instinct. I'm gonna go with whatever I have my trust in, whatever is the quickest move I can work on. So it's still good to put those things into your training. And it also is still good to just break it down step by step of, I'm gonna pass it, I'm gonna open up my hips, check my shoulder 3 times, then I'm gonna use the right foot, my right foot with the inside, put a little bit of backspin on it, then I'm gonna pass it with the inside of my right foot, try and put a little curve on it. You know, it's good to break down those details as well. And sometimes when you're doing those really technical ones, then you can sometimes make it a bad habit of, if you're dribbling with the outside of your foot in between the cones, as soon as it gets away from you, you're like, well, I'm not gonna be able to use the outside of my foot. I'll just let it roll away and walk back to the start. But if you're training like that individually, it becomes a habit. Once it becomes a habit, your individual practice, it's gonna go to your team practices, and you're gonna all of a sudden see yourself doing it in games. And that's where that improvising can be a great thing, because if you make that a habit, then in the games, you're not just gonna let the ball roll away from you and go, oh, I messed up. You're gonna work really hard to go get it back, to put in a tackle, to make another move. So I just think these are 2 important things, and you don't want to get out of balance with one or the other. I think they're both important to train, and specifically I'm talking about on your own. So don't take this as me saying this is the right way and the wrong way. And as you'll see, I really think a lot of it is a mix or a balance of 2 different styles of training, but both are very beneficial. So I hope you guys just take something away from this. Comment below your favorite drills to do in training, individual training, whatever it may be. I'm really curious, and I love seeing people's drills to do individually, because you really have to be creative. Leave a comment down below. Let me know your best and your favorite drill to do by yourself. Thank you guys for listening, for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video and you enjoy these kind of videos, let me know down in the comments. And if you love soccer content, specifically about college soccer, you know, trying to go pro, just seeing kind of the lifestyle behind that, then I would welcome you to subscribe, turn on those notifications so you know whenever I post. I got my senior college soccer season coming up. Really excited. I'm gonna have a lot of great videos coming out. So thank you for your support. I hope you have a great week. God bless you. I will see you in the next video.